Let's get some music going. What do you think? What do you think? Doom 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 doom. Oh, that's loud. There you go. There you go. Hopefully that'll drown out the generator noise. Heidi ho! Make sure you turn on all messages. Batteries are almost charged. Little generator kept up. Kept right on chugging. Spitting and sputtering a little bit. I gotta tear the carb open. Clean it out. But she's a running. Got a fire going. What's going on? Hey, I better put my glasses on so I can see you guys. Phew. If my glasses were clean. What's going on, Silly Willy? What's going on, Linda? How y'all are? As Justin Wilson used to say, how y'all are? Yeah, we got the stove going, keeping the place nice and warm. I can barely see you guys. Give me a second. I'm old. Anyway, there we go. Now I can see. What's everybody up to, and where are you at? Where are you checking in from? We're way up north here in Alaska. The last frontier. You're in bed. It's a good place to be. Missouri. I like Missouri. It's a nice place to visit anyway. Hey, y'all, if you don't mind, double tap the screen. Give us a like. It helps all that algorithm BS going on. Come on. New York! What part of New York? Nah, New York ain't up north. Well, maybe northern New York's up north. But New York City sure ain't up north. And actually, I'm not up north as I could be. I'm in South Central Alaska. What's up, Shirai King? Good to see you. Houston River Valley. Heidi ho. Thank you. Oh, I'm surviving barely. I'm making it. I'm getting by. Last night was pretty rough, but we made it. Today I was moving snow and working on the generator, trying to get it going at a balmy 0 degrees. What games do I play? Solitaire, Uno, dice. I do not know, Mike. I might if I saw him, but the name does not sound familiar. Yeah, I live off grid. I don't have a TV. I don't have any game stations or anything like that. I burn mostly birch this time of year. Birch is a hardwood that we have here in Alaska. Puts out some really good BTUs. It's a good dense wood. In the springtime and in the fall, when temperatures are warmer than 30 degrees, I burn spruce. What's going on, Mark? Welcome, 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 one and all. Welcome new, welcome old, welcome in between. Yes, I do fish. I depend on fishing to survive up here. We've got 5 species of salmon, and salmon is the most fishing I do. And I'll fish for some trout, some dolly vardens, and a fish we call burbot. Yep, I hunt moose. I hunt moose and a small game bird called I call it a stupid chicken, but it's a spruce hen, spruce grouse. And they are yummy in the tummy. Good. Yeah, we're not smoking no blunts tonight. No, we've got a deer called the black-tail deer, and they're in south central Alaska and Kodiak Island and some other islands out there in that area. No deer up here near me, but the black-tailed deer is pretty small, about the size of a good-sized dog, not very big at all. It tastes pretty yummy though. But I'd rather go get me a moose, because a moose will last me a couple seasons. I do listen to Nirvana. Nirvana's one of my favorite bands. I've got a lot. I've got very eclectic taste. But I'm an old classic rock and roll guy. I've been to a lot of concerts back in the day, not since I moved up here. I mean, I've been to concerts up here, but none of the big venues come up here. But I grew up in Philly, spent 18 years in Denver, and between Philly and Denver, I've seen all the big old classic bands: Pink Floyd, Grateful Dead, Yes, The Who. I was at Live Aid. That was an amazing show. Genesis. I think I already said Pink Floyd, but Phil Collins and Genesis, Rod Stewart. A lot of good shows back in the day. What else do you want to know? Arctic monkeys. I don't think I might have heard of the Arctic monkeys. I'll look them up. I listen to a lot of bluegrass too. That old-timey music. Play 505, huh? Is that another band? Definitely haven't heard of them. Oh, okay. Alrighty. Play 505. I can't play anything that's copyrighted. The music I got going now is all royalty free. If I turn on copyrighted music, they'll end my stream because I don't own the rights to the music. But I'll look them up. Keeping an eye on my. I've got my generator going tonight. I'm charging my batteries up. So I figured I'd go live for a while I got the extra power going on. Yeah, I am pretty chill. In fact, right now I'm looking at the thermometer. -2, which is 30 degrees warmer than it was yesterday. This time yesterday it was -32. I do my best, but that's the way gnomes are. Bing 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 a ding a dink, bing 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 a ding a dink, bing 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 a ding a dink, bum 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 ding. Yes, -32 Fahrenheit, depending on what part of the world you're in. But that's not the coldest I've been. I've been up in Fairbanks when it was -67 degrees Fahrenheit. I don't recommend it. At -67 degrees, your tires, when they're parked, they get flat on the bottom. So when you start driving, they go thump, 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 thump. And when you pull into the gas station or the grocery store, you leave your car running. Because if you shut it off for too long, it might not start again. Yeah, -67. But this year we've had an exceptionally cold winter. It's been averaging -20 for the last 3 weeks, besides the windstorms that we've had. And we've had some hellacious windstorms. 70, 80 mile an hour gusts. 50 miles sustained. Major, in fact, 3 weeks ago here where I live in the Matanuska Valley, they declared a state of emergency from all the wind damage. Normally we'll get winter winds, but we had like 3 days of 70 and 80 mile an hour gusts, and it screwed some stuff up for sure. Ding 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 ding. Wonder where all my regulars are at. Probably out on a Friday night. But I'm glad to have you guys that are here. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Make sure you subscribe, hit that like button, all that fun jazz. But this music I got going now, this is the playlist for the music that I use when I make my videos. I got a couple 300 songs that I rotate through and use depending on what kind of video I'm making. Yeah, we're hunkered down now for the night. Just running our generator for a little bit. While we got the generator on, I can turn lights on brighter than normal. Normally the lights are a lot dimmer when I'm running off my batteries to conserve power. Granny D, how the heck are you? Happy New Year, Granny D. Oh, I hope you feel better soon. I really do. Glad to have you. We got some exciting stuff coming up here. We're about to do a channel change. You know, I'm surviving, hon. I've got my good days and bad. Last night was pretty bad. I ran out of battery power and tried running the generator, but at 30 below, she didn't want to run. So I was sitting in the dark all night, trying to maintain my sanity. But we're getting by. We got our eyes on the prize. We need to make a life change, and hopefully it'll happen. In fact, Granny D, if you don't mind, before you go, grab the link in my description for my GoFundMe and take a look at it and read it over. I don't expect you to donate, but if you could do me a favor and share it around, let people know what's going on. I'm getting ready to go on a big adventure, and I expect to come by and see you. Yeah, by this morning it was minus 32. And I had a little bit of moisture in my gas. I had brought my generator in the cabin to warm it up because I don't like starting it when it's that cold. In fact, it's next to impossible to start when it's that cold. So I had it in the cabin most of the day. But my mistake is I didn't bring my gasoline in with it. So when I took it back outside, I put gasoline in it that had been sitting outside. And it was so cold that the gasoline froze what little water was in the fuel, and it plugged up my carburetor. And what a mess. Thanks, son. I appreciate it. I'm getting ready to go on a big adventure. Hopefully next fall. Thank you so much, because, you know, word's got to get out. I got to get out of this state. And I figured out a way to do it, but I'm going to need a community to gather around me to help. And it's going to be kind of amazing. Yeah, it was. And, you know, sitting in the dark and, yeah, it's just, it's getting to my head. The darkness is getting to me. It's not good for my mental stability. It's not good for my health. All right, sweet dreams, hon. And give that grandbaby a hug for me. What else is going on out there? There we go. Here's some old-timey music. I'm going to start thinking about dinner here pretty soon. I might make me some salmon cakes. That actually sounds pretty good. Salmon cakes, I don't know if you don't know what salmon cakes are. It's like a crab cake without the crab. You just put salmon in there. Same thing. Really, really yummy. And it's a good way to use canned salmon. All right, let's see. Add a sticker. Let's try this. There we go. I don't know what that did. Favorite memory as a child. Actually, I just posted a picture of this on my hometown page. And one of my greatest memories is where I grew up back in Pennsylvania. They had a park, they called it Memorial Park. And there's a big cannon from World War I. And climbing on that cannon as a kid up to the end and back. And I was just surfing through some pictures, and I saw some pictures of that old cannon and had some great memories. So, what is your favorite memory from childhood? Hopefully you got one. We get all the bourbons up here in Alaska, but my favoriteest bourbon, Angel's Envy. If you ain't tried Angel's Envy, you ain't tried bourbon. Oh, Angel's Envy is... But for like a regular everyday whiskey, if I don't drink much, but if I was going to drink bourbon every day, Bullet is my favorite everyday whiskey. Ha! You know Angel's Envy. Ain't that good? Oh, makes me want to run out and get some. Well, good. Well, hopefully you'll have some new memories to go by. But I understand the miserable. That's one reason why I'm leaving up here, because it's been... Well, I've lived here 17 years. I've been in this spot the last 10 years, but as far as like living by myself in the woods, probably about 14 years altogether. And that kind of isolation is really getting to my head. I'm dealing with some pretty serious mental issues, and I'm struggling with my health and having a hard time providing for myself. So that's hence why I started the GoFundMe. Because at least for in the winters, I need to get out of Alaska, and I'm building a bus, the Magic Gnomie bus, and we're going to go on tour. So I got a GoFundMe. Anybody wants to help donate to get that thing on the road, and hopefully next October we'll be heading south, going down the California coast, cross through Texas, and then I want to be in Philadelphia by Christmas. Elijah Craig, that's a good one. There's a place in Anchorage, it's called the Spinard Roadhouse, and they've got actually the largest bourbon selection in Alaska. It's like the whole bar, they've got 3 complete shelves of bourbon. And they do flights, so you can go in there and buy a flight, and they'll give you like a half a shot of 3 different bourbons and tell you the history of them and stuff. And yeah, really good. Really good. I'm in south central Alaska. I'm in the Matanuska Valley. I'm just outside of Wasilla, which is about an hour north of Anchorage. About 600 miles south of the Arctic Circle. Boy, I hope so too, because it's been a rough patch. I mean, I've had 2 heart attacks in a year. Dealing with my body's just breaking down because I did construction all my life, so my shoulders are broken, my back's broken, and so I'm having a hard time providing for myself. I ran my own construction business for 35 years, and I can't do that anymore because I can't do that kind of work. And when you've done the same thing for 35 years, it's hard to make a change, let alone finding something that can, fill that gap. And I've been living, the last 2 years, I've learned how to live on a lot less. I can survive on about $200 a month with the conditions that I'm living under now if I stay healthy. but it's just too hard. The putting up firewood and hauling water and everything that needs to be done around here, it's making me old way too fast. I can't complain. I did it. I loved it. I still love it here. But yeah. Happy birthday, Mike. Absolutely. I love this song. I use this one a lot in my videos. Yeah, but I'm not going to say it because I know what you're trying to get me to do. Nice try. You think I'm stupid? You think I'm stupid? That's awfully nice of you. Awfully nice of you. See ya! I love doing that. No, I'm not smoking weed. I'm smoking tobacco. I do partake in the mother plant. I grow my own in the summertime, but I ran out, and I need to cut back. I'm getting too old to smoke weed every day. But I smoke pipe tobacco. That's what this is. Yeah, it will. It'll keep you chill, but it'll keep you from doing anything too. Believe me, I smoked a lot of the jazzy cabbage. But it's not good for the lungs. It's not good for long term. It's not good if you got to function and do stuff. Weed is a medicine, and we need to treat it like a medicine, not a recreational thing like alcohol. Yeah, I've eaten too much back in the day, but also this time of year you got to eat to stay warm. And I'm checking my batteries because once my batteries get charged up, I'm gonna have to shut my generator down and shut the live off. Yep, exactly, all in moderation. And also, a tip from an old hippie. That's me. I'm an old hippie. When you're smoking weed, take a break every once in a while for one. Take time off for a week. It ain't gonna kill you. Get your tolerance back down. And then once you get started again, take one hit. One hit of good cannabis. And wait. Cannabis is a medicine. It takes time to get into your system. And if you smoke until you get high, you're smoking way too much weed and you're wasting money and you're wasting weed. You don't need to smoke 5-6 hits, especially with the potency of the crap they got nowadays. It'll keep your tolerances down, save money, and it'll be a much more enjoyable experience. Because if you take 5 or 6 hits, it builds up in your system, and then you got to smoke more to get high. You got to smoke more, and it's a waste, and it's not good for you. Weed is not good for you. It does good things for you. But putting that smoke into your lungs is not good. I don't care what they say. Don't waste it. Having a dance party. What's going on? Is it Thea? Yeah, hey Thea. Or Thea Go? Thea Go. Thea Go. Is that right? Did I say that right? With the apostrophe, where are you at, Thea Go? Are you South America? Is that a Spanish name? What's going on, Brooke? Welcome in, welcome in, welcome in. We're just chilling here on a Friday night, listening to some music, burning up firewood and burning up fuel in the generator. I love this. So this is one of the songs I use for my Northern Lights videos. If you haven't been around my channel very long, please go check out my videos. I do some Northern Lights videos, and I put the Northern Lights to music. Have fun doing it. Thanks, Brian. Yeah, I'm excited. I'm looking forward to it. I'm looking forward to the next chapter in my life. I'm looking forward to sharing it with you all, and I think it'll be I think it'll do good for the YouTube algorithms. Building a bus and going on a big adventure, showing people the world, places that I've been. I did a lot of traveling when I lived in the lower 48, back before YouTube was a thing. So I'm going to visit a lot of cool places that I visited before and share it with everybody and find some new ones. Get closer to friends and family, because I got no family up here or anything. So another good tune. Ding, 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 ding. Well, Thiago, you keep saying hi. I said hi. Is that the only word you know, buddy? I asked you where you at. No habla. It's okay. Ding, ding, ding. All right, guys, come on, give me some questions. What do you want to know? Just sitting here looking at the screen, listening to music, which is fun and all. But I'm also getting a little peckish. I've got to start making some dinner. What's the largest animal on the planet? The blue whale or is it the humpback whale? The whale. Right? Am I right? See, I'm a fart smeller. I have 0 life savings. I lost everything. Back in 2007, I had my life savings all set up, everything in 2007. stock market went bust and everything was in stocks and mutual funds. And then I got a divorce, so what was left went to a lawyer to get my divorce, and I was left with nothing. So I started over. I moved up here, and here we are. Rather than building up my life savings again and struggling to survive working 60, 70 hours a week, I started living off grid, because it's a lot cheaper to live off grid when you got a place where you can hunt for your food and grow a garden and harvest wild stuff. Yes, I do on occasion. I'm an old hippie after all. I used to smoke a lot more, but I don't anymore. It's not good for your health. No raccoons. We've got no raccoons in Alaska. You know, it has been a fun life. It's been, I've been here for 17 years. It's a dream I had since I was a kid. I came, I saw, I conquered, but the winters are getting too long. Way too much isolation. My health is failing. I'm getting old from working too hard all my life. My body's breaking down. My mind's breaking down. So it's time to go on a big adventure. So if you don't mind, check out the link I've got in the bio. I don't expect anybody to donate, but if you can, you can. It's for the Magic Gnomie bus, because we're going to build a bus starting here once the snow quits flying, and we're going to spend the summer turning it into a camper, and come October, we're going to hit the highway and head south. There you go. That's what I'm going to do. I mean, I've got my house here, and then my cabin's paid for. I don't own the land I'm living on, but that's okay. But the cabin's paid for. I'm either going to move it. I might leave it here, because I want to come back up here in the summertime, because I can't take the heat. That's why I live in Alaska. Anything above 60 degrees, I'm miserable. So like October through April, I'm going to travel the lower 48, and hopefully you'll keep in touch, and maybe we'll run into each other on the road, huh? I do not eat deer, I eat moose. In my area here in Alaska, we don't have any deer. We've got black-tailed deer on Kodiak Island and some places down south, but the climate's too cold for deer up here. We have moose, which is a big deer. It's a big deer. But yeah, Scott, good luck with that, man. It's going to be fun. It's going to be, you know, it's hard making change, especially when you've been doing something for 17 years. I thought I'd stay here for the rest of my life. I appreciate that. Thank you so much. And yeah, 17 years was a good run. Thanks. Well, I think I have the bus already, I think. Crossing my fingers. All that fun stuff. A buddy of mine's actually got 2 buses, and he wants to donate me one. Nah! That's just what I needed. But the funds I'm raising are to turn the bus into a camper. You know, I got to buy stuff for that. You know, I want to put a hot water heater in there, you know, a shower, all that kind of fun stuff. Put new tires on it, make sure it runs good, because if I'm leaving Alaska and heading south, I want to make sure, you know, at least I got good rubber on it and it's running good. What part of Colorado? I spent 18 years in Colorado. I love Colorado. Except my ex-wife lives in Colorado. Evergreen, Echo Hills up. Yes, I know exactly where that's at. I lived north of Denver in North Glen Arvada area, North Glen Arvada, Thornton. I moved there in 1989, and I lived there until 2007. Nice. Did you grow it outside, or did you have a greenhouse? I do not have any kids. I raised 2 step kids. I was married for 12 years. I got divorced because it just 12 years was 12 years. It was enough. And times got tough, and when times got tough, she didn't want to be married to me anymore. So much for that richer or poorer bullshit. Oh, indoor hydroponics, yeah. Well, you can grow any elevation with hydroponics. Hey, no problem, man. Scott, that's what it's for, man. Comment away. It's good to meet you. Good to know you. Stay in touch, will you? Yeah, I grow here since I'm off grid, and we've got summers up here that we've got 19 hours of sunlight during the day. I've got a high tunnel that I grow in, and last 2 years I've grown autoflower strains. And they've actually worked out really, really well up here, because your autoflower strains come from like northern Afghanistan, colder climates, higher elevation, so they're used to the colder temperatures. And I tell you what, with 19 and a half hours of sunlight a day, weed grows good up here for a short period of time, but it grows good up here. And 19 and a half hours of daylight, why have lights? Yeah, this year I grew a Kush strain. There's a lot of different autoflower strains now, but Kush is the main strain, I believe, that the autoflowers come from. Don't quote me on this, because I'm by no means a botanist. I know more about mushrooms than I do weed. Well, we've got a strain called Alaska Thunderfuck up here, which is a pretty popular one. It's a very old strain. I think it came around late 70s, early 80s, and it's a pretty popular. It's called Matanuska Thunderfuck because it came from the valley that I live in, Matanuska Valley. Yeah, with the autoflowers, you grow from seed. Autoflowers you can't clone. Oh, I want to show you. I'll show you something, guys. A promo that I did here. Since I got you, turn that off for a second. See if I can find it. Because I'm excited about the Gnomie bus. Do I have a video of it? I might not. I got a picture. That's my promotional picture for the Magic Gnomie bus. And let's see, I don't have them on my tablet here. But I've got a link. I should have a link for my merch store. And for the Magic Gnomie bus merch that I'm selling, I got t-shirts for sale. All the proceeds go to help me build the Magic Gnomie bus. Yeah, I don't know if you guys can hear it or not. She's surging a little bit. I had trouble last night. It froze up on me. Got some water in the fuel, and it was giving me issues. And it took me a while to get her going today. And I couldn't find. I can't. The generator. You can't just pull the carburetor off. You got to sort of take the whole thing apart. So all I could do was take the bowl off and clean out in there as much as I could. Swap the gas out to try and get the water out of it, and got her running today. And then I'll show you, these are the batteries that I use. And this will last me 2 days of phone. If I'm watching a lot of YouTube videos and stuff. If I'm editing, it's a little bit more. But I got a bunch of these, and I run my generator once a week and charge these up, and we're good to go. Plus, if I'm driving anywhere, I'll plug into the car. Thanks. A friend of mine made me this, and she gave it to me the other day. And fits good. Nice and warm. I like the color. Yeah, this is a handmade gift. And I like it. She did a good job. Look at the nice pattern. I'll let her know that you like it. That'll make her happy. Yeah, exactly. It's sort of like just the right temperature, because I mean it's got some, holes in it. It's just enough to keep the chill off. And plus, I wear normally, stand by. Normally, being the gnome that I am, this is what I wear, and it fits perfect under this. So when it's 30 below, I'm definitely toasty. Yeah. People mistake me for Santa Claus all the time, but I'm not. I'm a gnome. Yeah, when I was out there today, I had both of them on. Okay, what I'm going to plan on doing, I mean, I don't have any itinerary set in stone yet, but the plan is coming down the Alcan, probably popping out in Washington State October, and spend October and November traveling down the West Coast. I've got a lot of friends in Washington. I got a lot of friends in California I'd like to see. I'm actually very active, well, not very active. I do what I can, but I protest the Church of Scientology because it's a fucking cult and they traffic children, and I want to do some protesting of the Church of Scientology in California while I'm there. And then I'll come across, Arizona, Texas, maybe into Florida, maybe not, but I want to head up the East Coast, and I want to be in Philadelphia by Christmas, because I grew up in Philadelphia area, and I haven't been to Philadelphia in about 38 years, and there's nothing like a Christmas in Philadelphia, so I want to go back and see it again. Plus, I've got a lot of my friends and family. In fact, H right there, she's a Philly girl, and they want to see me, so they can't come up here, so I got to go to them. Yes, isn't it? I love it. In fact, 2 of them in here is too hot, so we'll take that one off. Yeah, H, things are, looking up. It's been challenging, but we're getting there. I still haven't heard back from the guy on the bus yet. He made that comment on my Facebook page And then I'm sure he's been busy with all the snow because he plows snow. So I'm hoping I hear back from him soon. I don't think he's going to back out on it. He's not that kind of guy. He's a very good. It's the same guy that moved my cabin when I moved from the other property over to here, Bo. And he said he's got 2 school buses and he wants to see them get to good use. So he asked if he could donate one. I said, hell to the yes. I understand exactly what you're saying. That's not a good plan, though. Your life can get better. And you can still get drunk. You just can't get drunk every day. And you can't get high every day because you have a responsibility to take care of yourself and provide for yourself. I know enough. I know enough to be dangerous. But I'm going to try and keep it simple. I want to make sure I've got a diesel pusher, so it's a little bit less maintenance than a gas pusher. You know, no spark plugs or anything like that. And if I get a good running bus, I'm not too worried. Just as long as I maintain it, doesn't have too many miles. Yeah, I'm not too worried about it. So what are you up to, H? Did you get your son back to Boston okay? How's he doing? Is he back to chewing on steak? Oh, come on, little generator. Keep going. Don't stop on me now. Hey, Scott. Keep in touch, buddy. And look for the magic Gnomie bus heading down the road your way one day. Good. Well, I'm glad you got there and made it home safe. It finally warmed up here. It got down to minus 32 last night. And it was a whopping 0 degrees today, so I was outside just in a long sleeve tee shoveling snow. I had the hoodie that you sent me for Christmas on for a little while, but I got too hot and I had to take it off. Yeah, with any of you that are interested or rewatchers, I put a link for my GoFundMe in the description here about the Magic Gnomie bus. It gives a whole description of what my plans are and why I'm doing it and what's going on. So please read. If you can't donate, I completely understand. But if you could, please share because that's how it's going to happen. I got to get out of here. Rain? Yeah. I don't like that. I don't know if you watch the news or not, if they broadcast it, but Juneau, which is our state capital, which is about 300 miles south of me, they've had record snowfall down there, and it's a bit of a disaster. Roofs are collapsing because Juneau doesn't get as much snow as we do up here, so they're not used to, getting 2 or 3 foot of snow. It's a much milder climate. It's more of a rainforest type climate. They get a lot of rain. But yeah, they got dumped on. H, what's the haps, buddy? What is crack-a-lackin', my friend? I don't know if I told you, Double H, but I got a bus. I got a bus. I'm trying not to get my hopes up because I haven't seen it yet. But I got a bus. Yeah, I got your text this morning, H, and I was in chat, but I was sort of like in and out of sleep. I'd been up all night having generator issues, mental breakdown issues because my generator wasn't working and my batteries were dying. I was trying to save energy, so I did a lot of listening, but hearing Kevin laugh, that made my day. Yeah, that is pretty awesome, man. Like I said, I haven't seen it yet, but my buddy said he has two, and he wants to donate one to me because he wants to see it go to good use. So, I mean, I'm still doing the fundraiser to fix it up. I want to put, new tires all the way around, batteries in it, probably more batteries because I'm going to be living in it. Lights, toilet, shower, all that fun stuff. So I'm still keeping the GoFundMe going. So you guys please share that around, get the word out, and we're ready to go on a big adventure. LSD or shrooms. When I was a younger man, when I was a younger hippie, definitely some LSD and some shrooms. I was a big deadhead back in the day. But I much more prefer psilocybins. In fact, I've grown psilocybins. Done a lot of experimenting with psilocybins, but I'm to the point now where I'm too old for that shit. I don't mind, but going on a trip for 6 hours, 7 hours, 8 hours, I've had my fun after one or two and I want to go home, and the ride has just begun. I got no idea what happened to Diddy, other than he's thrown in jail. I'm not into the partying anymore, guys. I'm too old for that shit. But I had fun doing it back in the day. What else has been going on with everybody? So H, we need to hook up, man. I don't know if you can grab my email out of the comment section. Shoot me an email. I want to talk to you. Because I know you said you had some bus stuff. And we'll see how it works out. I mean, I think it'd be pretty cool to make a stop off in Canada along the way and screw around working on the bus a little bit with you. Make some videos. I think it'd be fun. Either that, or if you're on the Instagrams, I'm on Instagram too under the Gnomestead. That's in the description too. You can shoot me a DM on there. Cool. Yeah, I want to keep it simple. I've been doing some pricing on stuff, and I mean, some people ask me, well, why don't you just get an RV? I'm like, because RV stuff is expensive when it breaks. And I can put more affordable stuff into a bus and make it what I want. But, I'm going to do a composting toilet, bucket and sawdust. I don't need anything fancier, but I want to put a shower in. I'm looking at those portable propane heaters on demand. I want to put one of those diesel heaters in there, those Chinese diesel heaters for heat. I do want to definitely build some kind of mass wood stove to put in there. Nothing too big, nothing too heavy. Just for a backup. But yeah, lights, keeping it simple. That's all right if you don't do Insta. I don't do it much either. Yeah, it's helped, and it's helped me get by most of my life, learning how to build stuff and do stuff and all that fun stuff. I missed your other comment. Oh, definitely. I know we, for fact, have a good time. Oh, cool. Yeah, that'd be cool. I'm planning on carrying a generator, but it'd be nice to plug in places when I go there, you know, because I've got lots of friends and family that are friends, not much for that. I call them family. They are family, but I like to be able to plug in while I'm hanging out there. Yeah, kitchen, I'm probably going to use just like what I use now. I've got a Coleman cook stove, 2-burner. If I can find one, I want to get a stove out of an RV. In fact, I see them all the time. People giving away RVs that have the stove and the refrigerator in them. I'm still contemplating on whether I want to do a RV refrigerator because they're expensive if you got to replace them. But I think having a little oven would be fun and nice. I haven't been able to bake anything for years. But other than that, I'm trying to keep it simple, low budget as I can. I'm simple now, so. What's going on, Raw? Welcome, welcome. Looks like you got some rainbow going on in your beard. I like that. If I can see that correctly in your little thumbnail there. So what else has been going on, anybody? Anybody got any questions? What's going on with me? Other than I'm planning on my big adventure. I'm going to wait until I actually get the bus before I do the a channel name change. I was thinking about starting a whole new channel, but I've got a decent base right now, so I might as well just change the channel name to the Magic Gnomie Bus. Awesome, I got one more battery finishing up. It sounds like I might be running out of fuel in the generator too. Nomad, exactly. Yeah, I could do 2 channels, but Cap tried 2 channels. How'd that work out? I know it's nice to have one as a backup. I might set one as a backup channel just in case. But you know, if I'm going on tour in the Magic Gnomie Bus, this, you know, the Gnomestead channel would just sit there and do nothing. And if that's going to be the main part of my content is the Magic Gnomie Bus, I might as well just change this channel. Yeah, still do, you know, I'm still the Gnomesteader, and I'm going to be back up here in the summer times, doing my thing, because I don't can handle the heat in the lower 48 anymore. So I want to plan on, I'll be back up here. I'm going to keep my Alaska residency. That way I can fish and hunt and stuff like that, and still put food up, you know, because I can still preserve food, and I can still put it up, and it just goes in the kitchen and the bus, and it goes with me rather than sitting here. What's going on, Quentin? Welcome, welcome, welcome. Thanks. Barbarian, huh? It's a little wild right now. I need to maybe trim it up a little bit. But it's definitely gnomish. And since I'm the Gnomestead, yeah, there's not much to see in here. I live basically in a shed. There ain't nothing glorious to look at. And there's not enough light in here really to show anybody around or anything, so. Sure, Raw, I told you I like your beard. I like the rainbow. Yeah, I live simple. You know, that's one thing why I think my Alaska content will never take off because I'm not about showing a fancy cabin and all that kind of stuff. That's not the way I live. And people, that's what they want to see. They want to see, you know, the big battery arrays and solar arrays and how you generate this and how you live your city life back in the woods. And that's not how I roll. I'm just a poor old man doing my thing, building stuff out of trash. All right, guys, tell you what, my batteries are charged up. My generator sounds like it's about to spit and sputter out, so I need to make some dinner. I want to thank all you for popping in. Please hit the like. Please share if you care. Check out all the links I got down on the bottom if you care to support us in any way. I'd appreciate it. Because you guys keep me going. It probably took me about 6 months to get it this long, but I've also had it. I've had the long beard, the full long beard, for about 15 years. And this is about as far as it goes. Doesn't go much further than that. You too, H, and maybe I'll see you in the morning. Depends on whether I'm awake or not. Hopefully I'll get some sleep tonight. It's not going to be as cold. Because at 30 below, I'm up and down about it. I'm up every 2 hours throwing logs on the fire, so I sleep when I can. But it's definitely warmed up to -2. Yeah, see, it's 9 a.m. here. See, when Captain's videos premiere, it's 5 a.m. up here, which I'm usually up at 5 a.m. anyway. But not always. Sometimes I'm just laying there. I'm just lurking. I'll listen. You know, I'll keep it. I'll you know, have it on and I'll listen. Awesome, Double H. I think, yeah, I can text back and forth with Canada. That's awesome, man. Yeah, my number's on there, so we'll chat. Faux show. All right, guys. Thanks for popping in. Thanks for listening to my madness. Peace out.